Writer's Garden, just dad doing dad stuff. It is Garden 2024, Zone 6B. These are my plant starts, and I really just made a video a couple of days ago. Normally these videos are just for me, to see where I am with my plant starts in my garden year to year, so I know what to do and what not to do, and what things work in certain weather conditions and what things don't work, and the things that I used that worked and the things that I used that I didn't work. But someone actually left me a comment a couple weeks ago about what kind of starting mix I use in my plugs, which is a little bit of a tough question. First of all, I don't even use plugs. I've explained this in bygone years that I used to use plugs, but transplanting a whole table full of starts from plugs to 2.5 pots was too time consuming. I know I'm doing half. I probably could have done this year, but because I'm only doing about half the table. But previous years it was too much, and I know some people have like special setups where it's easier to do the plugs instead of just scooping the soil in one by one. But that's how I was doing it. I was scooping the soil in one by one. It was taking forever. And I'm sure I could have got some kind of special table or special rack or a sifter that would perfectly fill those plugs, but I don't have that, and I never got around to coming up with a solution for that. So I just started filling up the 2.5 inch tubs, and I put 2 or 3 seeds in per, and then I will, cut down the weaklings, get rid of the weak ones. Now that does, it's a little more expensive in seed cost, but honestly, the amount of time that it saves me is way worth spending a little extra seeds. And in a previous video, I talked about these are the seeds that I saved from last year. So these seeds were free, and I have buckets of these seeds. You save a couple of tomatoes worth, and you get like 10 times what you would get in a pack for $4, $3, whatever it is. And these 50-cent packs aren't even worth it anymore, honestly. And yeah, look at the difference. This is a pack, that's a pack, and these are seeds that I saved, just night and day. Honestly, moving forward, I might only do save seeds and only get pack seeds for new varieties that I want to try. Yeah, and then the second part of that question was, well, really the main part was what kind of potting soil do I use for my plugs. The first part being I don't use plugs, but the main part is what kind of soil to use, and the answer is whatever is cheapest. And let me tell you why. In the before times, in 2019 and before that, I would get expensive stuff and I would sift it out, make it perfect for the seeds, and then I would add boiling water to kill what was ever in the bag, so that there would be no fungus or mites or anything like that. It would be perfect soil. Every possible thing I could do to make that soil perfect medium to grow seeds, and then at some point or another, I had every single one of those problems. I had mold growing in them, or you see this green kind of fungus every now and again. You'll get that, and even soaking it in boiling water wouldn't prevent these things. Yeah, so I stopped doing the boiling water, and then in 2020, you might be able to go back and watch some of those videos. I basically decided to grow all my seeds, all those seeds that you buy a 5-pack of seeds and you use 3 packs and you stuff the other 2 away, or whatever, and some friend of you gives you some seeds. Well, everyone's got that box of seeds lying around, and you should really throw those seeds out every 3 to 5 years, depending on what kind of plant it is. But everyone's got a box of seeds that, for whatever reason, they didn't use. Well, 2020, I used all those seeds. I grew everything, and I ran out of soil, the expensive soil, and then I moved on to potting mix that I just had. And then when I ran out of potting mix, I ran out of pots even. I ran out of pots. And I was using plastic cups with holes. You can probably go back and see these old videos, but I used plastic cups with holes in the bottom. And I mixed in shredded cardboard into the soil to stretch the cardboard so it had enough, So, when that was over and done with, I came back to it and I said, "What am I spending this perfect, all this money to get this perfect soil, and doing all this work, and I'm still having all the problems, sifting it out and whatever, yada yada." And really, if you're using the 2.5, you probably don't even need to sift out the bigger pieces like this. Really, that's just to keep enough medium in the smaller plugs, because this won't fit into some of the really, really small plugs. But even the 6-pack plugs, sometimes you'll have like air pockets and stuff with pieces this big, and then you go to water it and the whole thing goes down. But in a 2.5, really, I have no problems with these at all. So yeah, I just buy whatever's cheapest now, and maybe there's chemicals or whatever. But man, I went from using shredded cardboard, and guess what? I was fine. My kids are fine. Good, better, best. You do what you can do the best way you can do it. And a lot of these things were either too expensive or too time consuming. So I just use whatever is the cheapest medium I can get. That's not total garbage. You don't want to use like hole filler or anything like that, but like whatever is the cheapest potting soil you can get, as long as there's not any NPK in there, because you might burn the seeds. But honestly, if you're getting the cheap stuff, it's not going to have any of that stuff anyway, So yeah, that's what I did this year. It was Miracle Grow potting soil, but I've used everything, whatever is. If there's an open bag at the store, I'll take that. Whatever it is. All right.